What is up, everybody? The grass is a little bit darker over in Langrisser today. We have the Dark Heart of the Empire. Looks pretty dope. Let's see. It looks like we have a puppet master type character, and then we're gonna have to see Autocrato the 5th, the 6th, I don't know. Looks pretty gnarly, and he's got a little puppet in one of his forms. What interests me is that it's Dark Heart of the Empire. So, am I correct in assuming that these are Empire heroes? Because I absolutely love some Empire heroes. And why not? Today's already somewhat of a darker gacha day, right? Like, I did the Nier collab over in Last Claudia. Nier's got a dark vibe to it. This is the Dark Heart of the Empire over here. Okay, it's gonna be a gloomy day, but maybe we can get some good pulls out here. That would be cool. Let's see. I gotta, you know what? Let's see which one of these is the less brutal experience. Because this is something I've always said that I've loved about Langrisser. I feel so much better with the summoning system. Now, of course, I say that now, and I'm gonna like get completely crapped on in this summoning session. But like for the most part being freaking 95% of the time, I would much rather prefer this. We just had a simple, fair system like this over there. You know, 2 out of 3 characters you pull, or 3 out of 4, are going to be on banner. That's just something that this game has gotten right from the start, and they've stuck with it, right? Tickets are actually useful. We're using tickets right now, actually. So, and this game's been like this from the get-go. People wonder why I hang around. That's just one of many, many reasons. This game is also just badass all around, especially if you are into strategy games. And we all know that I most certainly am. And my favorite thing is to be able to go in here and do summons, just because there's so many resources you can grind out every week, like compared to other gacha games that I'm playing, like across the board. All of this stuff right here, all these summons that we're doing, most of this is grinded resources, which was very easy to grind with like minimal amount of logging in. Like even if you don't have time, you can find time to do it and still actually grind lapis and, you know, have pulls to do every time they drop banners. And this game does give you way more time to recover. If they're dropping something limited, you'll have a heads up. Everyone's got a fair chance of getting everything that they want. Absolutely love it through and through. You know, one of the few games where I can go in here and pull on stuff I don't even really want, just to do pulls, because I have the resources to spend in here. So, I think this game's just done great in that department, and every time I come in here, I get reminded of that. Now, of course, my pull sessions are a little bit slower in here, so it gives me a second to rant, because I do single pulls in this game. For whatever reason, I've always just noticed that single pulls work better for me, and I've literally tested this out with multiple accounts on this game. It's something I test on other games too, but this is the only game where I've actually noticed some sort of difference. And, you know, there's other people that will swear by it too. I don't know if it's just like a ritual thing I do at this point, because I feel like it's more lucky, but I have no problem clearing banners and stuff in this game. Maybe picking up a $20 bundle literally like here or there. I only get the huge Trinity pack. Now obviously if there's something limited that drops, and I really, you know how your boy's gonna do, but like really for the most part, this game, as far as I'm concerned, has the lowest upkeep cost out of any of the gacha games that I've played. Now, if anybody wants to argue that with me, leave me a comment. Maybe there's a game I'm not thinking about, but this is the easiest and cheapest game to keep up on, and all the characters stay relevant because they upgrade them. There's no power creep. a lot of games can actually learn from Langrisser. I'm really glad this game's on the market. It can at least set a good example and show other games, you know, how it's done in the summon department. But only if people like me actually bring some attention to it and draw some light on it. And that's all I'm trying to do. Now, of course, all of this would help if I pulled like an SSR right now. I mean, I'm sure it would help my case. So anytime now, Langrisser. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, we said it was going to be somewhat of a dark day. No, it's cool. We're only like 20 pulls in. And I also like how there's no unnecessary cutscenes that are confusing, like for no reason at all. And actually, what I enjoy about this summon system is listening to the summon, because when it turns yellow, it has like a certain hum, and before you even see it change to rainbow, you can hear the hum change. And I don't know, I just like trying to hear that out, like knowing that it's going to be an SSR before it actually turns into one. I think that's just something really cool they did with this. So every time I see yellow, I'm excited and I'm listening for it. I'm like, oh, is it humming? Is it humming? Who knows? Maybe we will see such rare occurrence. You never know. The dark, gloomy day is young, and actually it's really not dark and gloomy outside. I'm looking out back, and the weather's actually looking pretty damn good today. I'm just saying, the overall vibe in my gacha world right now is all near automata, dark and gloomy. And then of course I get over here into Langrisser, and it's the dark heart of the empire. And hey, like I said, I run Emp. Would actually, you know, I wouldn't be pissed if these characters were in some faction group that I don't use at all, because like I said, I don't really feel like I'm burning resources doing summons in this game. Like, I'll just get all this stuff back in a couple of weeks. Which is why I've never had a problem clearing banners in this game. Now, let me also add a little asterisk to that, because one of my worst summoning experiences also happened in this game. It's not the worst, but it was one of the worst. And I like to think it was just shit luck. It was a fluke, but I pulled 11 of the same character off of the banner before the other character dropped. And the other character dropped like right as the clock hit midnight, and it like was the next day and it reset. And I went right back in there, did a pull, and then the character actually came down. It was very frustrating because the character in this story was Landius. Was it Landius? Not Lanford. It was the tank, the tank on horseback, and he was the faction buffer for Yales at the time. And like, you know, I wanted him because I wanted to see what the new faction was all about. And yeah. So you know, bad luck can happen anywhere, but man, 11 of the same character. Now that can't happen in this game. They've actually implemented a trade. So once, if a banner's up, once one of those characters is like fully 5-star, which they will be if you pull that many dupes, then they instantly like let you trade for the other one. I don't know, I've never had to do it, but I see the option for it. So the very fact that they even addressed it, is awesome, right? And it was one of those things where like I even wrote to them and I was like, is the banner broken? Because I've like pulled 11 and I sent them screenshots. Because like at that point, I really wanted to know, like, is this a fluke or is this banner broken? You know, I think I had every right to ask at that point. But they're saying the banner was not broken, so just some of the worst gacha luck ever. Right, but it is what it is. We move on to a brighter day, a brighter future. Let's see. Ooh, we're almost through our tickets. I love that huge Trinity voucher pack. It is just one of the best gacha deals in any game because you're literally getting a summon for $1 I know it doesn't sound like that great, but if you really break it down and compare it to what other games are doing, I wish they sold more of the huge Trinity bundles. I'd buy twice as many of them as I could, if I could. Sometimes it is the only bundle I get from here. I might see one once or twice a month, and I pick them up even if I'm not going to use them right then and there, just because they're such a good deal. So really, throwing $20 at this game here and there, I feel like I'm almost obligated to do that for the sake of supporting such a good and fair game. And here we go. Can we hit some yellows in this pocket? Can we hit a pocket of yellows? Maybe get a pocket full of rainbow? Right at the end of our ticket. Busting into Lapis. We were right there. We just had a yellow crack. It's just a numbers game. All I gotta do is hit like 10 of those yellows. Bam, one of them babies is gonna turn. I can feel it. I can feel one of them dancing. It wants to make its way to me. And I got a feeling that these look like some pretty nifty characters. I don't know. Just felt like doing some damn pulls today. What can I say, ladies and gentlemen? And I figured I would share the experience with you. You can live vicariously through me if you don't feel like doing any pulls today. Or maybe you just can't right now. That's perfectly fine. Oh, there we go. I hear it. I hear that hum. It's a humming, baby. It's a humming, baby. That's why I do singles, ladies and gentlemen. And watch, with my luck, it'll be like an off banner after I hyped up the game. So, yeah, that's right. That's right. Most of these are on banners. Can we double tap? Can we double tap, baby? Can we double tap? You never know. I've actually double tapped quite a few times in this game, oddly enough. And I've only had one 10 pull where I've had multiple SSRs come down in the 10 pull, and it was Lana and Basel on the same banner. It was a long time ago, back when I was still doing multi-pulls and comparing it to like singles. But multiple times now, I've literally had back-to-back single pull SSRs. That's why usually when one comes down, I just skip right through it and I try to throw another summon. It's just some stupid thing that I do because it's some stupid thing that's actually worked for me. I don't know. I feel like it has. It probably hasn't. It's probably all just in my head. I'm probably insane. But hey, at least I'm entertained. I don't know. So here we go. We are 50% of the way there. Just a numbers game, ladies and gentlemen. Waiting for some yellows to count. Can we count up a few more of these? Right. Now, mind you, we're still burning through literally like the $20 that I spent plus the resources I grinded for like a week and a half. And we are still pulling. Granted, we're doing single pulls, but still. But still, we are still pulling, right? And I think I got like 21 more pulls to go. So we actually do have a shot at clearing this whole banner. Absolutely love it. I like it. I like those odds. No hidden shit, no pollution in the water. Like, you bypass that by just making the on banner rate what it is. And it seems like other games, who I won't name here, started off with great rates because their pool was not polluted. They never had anything in place, though, to make the majority of banner pulls actually on banner, like this game does. So then after a while, of course, that pool gets polluted. You find less and less of the SSRs that you actually want that are on banner. And now newer games have implemented something to kind of help this, like even in the Nier Automata game, which is a straight up Square game with Square's logo on it, like when they just dropped the celebratory banner, they dropped another version of it that was only up for a few days, and it had double the rates for the on banner characters, right? So at least they're doing something like that, where hey, if you pull within the next 4 or 5 days, you have double the rate of it being an on-banner character as opposed to the other banner that they just left up for like the whole month that's still up. That was really cool though. Now, granted, you know, that thing was only up for 4 or 5 days, but at least it gave people a chance, like, you know. So I feel like that's awesome over there, even if their pool does start getting filled up with heroes. Hey, if you can like get double the on-banner rate, that is definitely something useful to counteract that. But of course here in Langrisser, we ain't even got to worry about that shit, cause we don't, cause the on-banner is just so damn good. I mean, how many SSRs did I just pull in my near video before I pulled one of the on-banner characters? Like, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. I don't know, I probably pulled 8, 9, 10, right? I got 8 or 9 SSR characters that were all off-banner, and it's just something that you're used to over there. You know, here if you get an off-banner pull, you're like, oh crap, you know, because it barely ever happens, you know. And when it does, it is what it is. It only happens once in a great while. It's happened to me, but I just think, man, it could be worse. You know, every other pull could be off banner. 1 out of 20 pulls could be on banner. Like, so hey, I'm very happy in Langrisser all the time. Come on, baby, I've talked you up good enough. Spit out another one for me. You guys hear that? It's in the music. Come on, let me hear that yellow. Let me hear that hum. I'm listening for it. Let me hear that hum. I like to see that clock just keep going and going. Come on. It's like right when it cracks, as soon as it's a yellow, my ears just perk up. I love it. And that's just something awesome that they've done just with this gacha. It's so good. You know, instead of getting random videos of stuff where you're like, okay, it's probably still an off banner. Why am I watching a video? Alright. We're getting there. Oh, the guy on this banner looks pretty cool too. And you know what? Since these banners are up for so long, if I don't pull this guy right now, which I probably won't, I'm more than happy, you know, getting the one character that I just got. Already beat the odds with that. But, you know, if I don't get this other character right now, it's really no sweat, because this banner is going to be up for 2 weeks. That means I have 2 weeks to grind resources in this game. It's easy to get tickets, and it's easy to get lapis, like I said. So really no sweat. I mean, in a lot of other titles, it's like, oh, did you not get paid this week? Well, you're screwed. Because banners are only up for 5 days, and everything's limited, and it's back to back to back to back. You better go get a mortgage on the house, cuz. Alright. Yeah, in other games, non-limited characters drop, and it's like a sigh of relief for a lot of players. They're like, oh my goodness. Great, one I can skip. And hey, I get it. Everybody wants to be a collector. Everybody wants to be a collector. That's the problem. And Square's just cashing out. Oh, it's not just Square. There's a lot of different games. But, you know, if there wasn't money in the system, we wouldn't have a plethora of companies making different games and breakthroughs. I'm actually kind of surprised at how good mobile games have become in the past, 5 years. Well, hence why I started making videos about them. Actually, a long time ago, I worked at a law firm, and I was sitting around at the office, and I saw a magazine that was talking about mobile games and how the future gaming is going to be on people's cell phones and microtransactions and stuff, and I started rolling. I was laughing my ass off sitting there like, you're crazy. You're crazy. We have something called PlayStation. Man, who wrote this article? Like, I was sitting there rolling. You know what? Had no idea back then, what, 10, 12 something years ago, that our phones would be looking like this right now. So, that was a cool surprise. Or, obviously, your boy wouldn't even be on this channel playing these awesome phone games. Alright, I think we're going to finish off here. I don't think we're going to be able to score enough yellows to clear this all in one easy go. But we can at least check out this new girl, and hopefully she runs in the factions that I like to play. So let's check this chick out. What does she do? Oh, not you, Rennie. But I got you someone you can play with. Okay, so what is the puppet controlling her? so the one guy controls puppets, and then the puppet controls this little girl. No, I don't know. She just looks cool. Lucretia. Empire. Alright, I can dig it. The higher the unit hit points is, the more damage will be dealt. Damage increase up to 18% at the start of each battle. Lucia summons an arcane golem nearby. If any of her summoned arcane golems are within 3 blocks, which means she can summon multiple, when taking lethal damage, Lucretia won't die and will be restored to 5% hit points. Can be triggered one time only each battle. That sounds actually really, really wicked. Very cool. I dig it. She's this chick with a spear, and she's got like these puppet doll things. We're gonna have to see what we can do with that, and I guess as long as she's got one posted up chilling next to her, if she dies, well, she gets to cheat death. Awesome. Very cool. I dig it. It looks like she is using spells. Look at how many potions I have. I don't even have enough. Even if I would have pulled all the character, I wouldn't even have enough right now. Very cool. I'm gonna be playing this girl just to see what she's all about. Maybe take her to a dragon fight. She just looks interesting. Can't wait to see what her little golems do. What do her different classes look like? Okay, here's her with the spear. What does that get her? She gets a mass attack and she gets heaven sanction, so she gets an AoE and an attack buff. And then cleanse. Hey, that's not bad stuff to have. The summoner part, which I feel like this character is meant to be more of a summoner anyway, since she's got like that whole vibe. This is custom. Psychic Corruption. 0.3 AoE damage to all enemies within 4 blocks from itself or its summons. So you can get range off of any of your little summons, your dolls that you're sending out there to battle. I'm gonna have to see how this works. Runners are unable to receive healing or buffs for 2 turns. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see how that works. That looks custom. Anything with field block or anything that looks cool. If I'm reading that right, that's interesting. It's custom, obviously. What does Archmage give her? Shadow Coordination. That's new. I haven't seen Shadow Coordination before, I don't think. Passive. After dealing damage to an active attack, apply a Shadow Mark to the enemy. Shadow Mark. When an Arcane Golem fights against an enemy affected by Shadow Mark, it ignores guard, increases damage dealt by 30%, and reduces damage taken by 50%. They actually made it worth it to pick up the most minor branch in the tree. That's cool. They gave her a custom ability just for Archmage. That's worth getting. And then we have this Psychic Corruption thing, and then down here we have Black Hole. Perfect. This is what you want on her, is just to break people down and do AoE stuff, while her golems... Ooh, this is cool. This is new. Chaotic Missile. I'm chaotic AF over here, so I love Chaotic Missile. Attacks all enemies in one straight line. Deals 0.33 AoE damage. Extra effective to... Holy. Good. Good. Healer Hunter. And it's going to deal 1 random debuff. Cool. So, cooldown. Yeah, I'm probably gonna put clock on her. Just start clocking like a mage. I don't know, guys. Let me any comments on any builds you might do for this girl, because I'm curious to see. I don't even know which way I'm gonna. You know what? Let's go the summoning way with her. I'll go the summoning way with her first, just so I can see what the summoning stuff's all about, because I feel like that's really the whole point of this character. Like, you know, they make that pretty clear with her, just the way she's set up. She's got the damn strings attached to her fingers right there. So I'll go down this path, see what this is all about. She looks pretty cool. Oh yeah, that's right. Your Highness made a rash decision instead of discussing stuff with you, little puppet girl. Very cool. Cannot wait to do something with her. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Figured I did a pull vid everywhere else. I might as well do a pull vid here. Oh, that's right. Let's look at their echoes of light. What their skins look like. So here's Puppet Master. I mean, he looking pretty Gucci, right? But I don't know, that shit look a little too bougie to me. You know what I mean? I mean, to each their own, but I don't know, I wouldn't be caught dead in that shit. You look like you work at the goddamn carnival, not some emperor. And this chick, she's rocking like a concert mic. No, honestly, I dig her more with like the crystal ball. Really, these skins? I feel like they could have done something. I don't know. He does have some kind of cool little doll thing. I mean, it's nice art. I can see the detail in it, but it's just not my style. But I'm not going to knock it, because I can see some people wanting the skin. He does look pretty badass. I don't even know what he looks like without the skin, though, because I didn't pull him. But this girl, I will definitely... Like, I would rather pick up this bunny outfit that I don't have. Like, yeah. Sure, I don't run that much, and these two I guess I have. Ooh, I'd really go for the bunny girl. So, oh wait. Oh, I thought they were gonna give us some more tickets. I thought they were gonna be like... I thought they were gonna give us some more tickets. I can wish for it. Is there any tickets that can come from one of these wishing things? Not if you score bronze. Oh look, we have 50 lapis left exactly. We got the wrong kind of tickets. Well, it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Best of luck out there to everybody. I'll make another pull vid in here. I'm probably gonna, grind some stuff out, and we'll see if we can get the other guy. And I will see you on the flip side. Later.